Hey guys, welcome back. It's Doc. Well, I'm in creative mode, so I don't get shot by these guys. And I'm actually on my Dark Times New Age server. And this area here is spawn. And again, this server started out with, there was nothing. I didn't give the players anything. I had created all of these really weird devices and structures and super fortified monsters using command blocks that they had to contend with. So that gave them a good challenge for, oh gosh, I would say almost 6 months. And then they had gotten themselves to the point where they basically were able to tame this place. Most of the bad guys were gone. I believe we still have 2 or 3 dragons floating around somewhere in this world. Yeah, in the overworld. I spawned them in, named them. They're not extra fortified, but they also don't have those towers that rejuvenate them like you see in the end. So they have that as well. You can see that Zombie Siege over there is a game that I added as a kind of part of the congratulatory piece to solving the things. So, I made this world because a lot of the players were so into, wanting to fight the bad guys. So, I created this. It's very safe when you're outside of it. But then, when you really need to say, okay, I want to go fight something, they could go there and then, fight zombies like crazy. But this area here is the hub for our Nether. And it's in here that I wanted to go. This is the area, like I said, that everybody has access to. So, again, this was all made in creative. I'm going to hop in here. And, ooh, hello. Okay, I'm going to have to hop temporarily into survival. There we go. Okay. Actually, I'll stay in survival. So here's the hub in here. It kind of looks, what do you call it? A little Aztec, Western, Arizonian, that kind of a theme orient. Again, kind of using the same thing I did with those train tracks, going out in, the 4 cardinal directions. And I believe, let me see. Yes, the Nether fortress. So to go to where I need to go, we need to go to the public fortress that all of our users on this server have. See my interesting use of the stairs as a way of creating a mushroom farm. As long as they don't touch the ones that are in these little pockets, they can harvest all the mushrooms that are on all these stairs. These stairs are also tall enough so that horseback can come up and down through here as well. And again, there's enough access to the actual Nether so that they can get out and do what they want to do. And then again, this was a little, I actually found this temple or this fortress, and there were two blaze spawners that were like, I don't know, 20, 30 blocks apart from each other. So I thought that was kind of wild. So I'm just going to sprint here. So they had an easy way to hop over here and grab a hold of, blaze rods or whatever they would need. One of the things you might have noticed about a lot of the builds that I do is they're not over the top. It's not massive quantities of redstone. It's not making use of stuff that is very hard to come by. So, in that regard, I would almost say it was frugal. And so I want to kind of brand this new series of videos in frugal Minecraft. So, yeah, not only is it going to be vanilla Minecraft, no external mods or anything, but I want to do some big, grandiose builds that, don't involve a lot of stuff. Okay, I am going to zip past him. I don't have any weapons of any variety. should be enough time to get past it. Yes, good. But, you know, you watch a lot of people's videos and they say, you need to have this and you need to have that in order to do certain things. Well, honestly, guys, no, you don't. No, you don't. You just need to think ahead, and you can make anything happen with what you have access to. What I'm doing is I'm following, you know, these little lights take the users to that blaze spawner. So I'm going to stop here. If you were to keep going down, you go down, you make a right, blaze spawner is over there. But right here is where I want to go. Again, totally course accessible. This leads to my base. So I come down here, and when we get down here, you're going to notice there's an offshoot there, and then this path. We're going to go down this path. In the last video, I almost did a news where you saw something I didn't want you to see. You might have remembered you saw Netherrack. Well, this is the other end of the Netherrack, so we're going to see that in a little bit. But we're going to come down here, and again, I'm going to sprint. This, again, is a hard, it's locked in, it's a hard survival server. However, it's got the game rules set so that if you die, you don't lose your stuff. One thing I like about this is these guys are medic. And I'm trying real carefully not to get them medic because I don't know if the same thing will happen on this server as what happened on my other server where they're constantly medic. Well, over here is my little nether hub for my base, and I want to see if I've got, yes I do, good. We're going to take this guy for a ride a little later on. But here's what I did. I have a 4-way nether that will take me into my base proper. And again, if you were to follow the grass, you go back to where everybody else has access to. But on all 3 of these legs, I have gone to other nether fortresses. So really, this is the central location to 4 nether fortresses. And each of these nether fortresses has something special to offer. And I won't go into that because that isn't part of our series. But I've either built a farm of a variety, or I have easy access to certain stuff like hardened ice, that kind of thing. But what I do want to do is show you this base. This is the another underwater base. Another warp farm, all the snowballs I could ever want, little brewing system right here, little endless water supply down there, and then you ready for this? I have to hop up because I don't want to fall down this little hole. Look at this. Totally underground, totally underwater. See that? And I have got all sorts of goodies in here. Again, the preferable lighting, right? So lots of pumpkin farming going on. Over here, automated wheat farm with water way up there that pushes down an unbelievable amount of wheat. You hear my friends down there? We'll look at them in a little bit. This and the chamber down here are actually 2 slime chunks that I came across. So I cleared out the area, lit it up real well, made it tall enough. And every now and then I'll hear the noises of slimes, and they can get it. Over here, I've got branch mining down there. This is that beacon you saw from up top. Down here is where the little village is, and you can hear them down there. Okay, more branch mining down there. We'll actually hop down now. We'll just drop into the water here. Again, down here, I wanted to do all sorts of interesting things. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Again, this is the slime chunk room. But over here is my little village. And And I've used these guys to do a lot of really cool things. Okay. Hey guys, how you doing? So it's just a very simple little area, lots of doors, keeps them going crazy. This is access to the beacon. But, you know, there's like 7, I think. Yeah, there's like 7 guys just hiding in here. And there's enough doors, so I believe, keep 9 of them in here. So I can come down and trade with them whenever I want. And I think down here, the only new thing is, let me just, before I show you that one thing, I don't think these do anything, right? No. There is something in here. This is a tree farm. This is that hole I didn't want to drop down earlier. But if I come in here, this is a tree farm. And I believe there was access to something else in the back. Yeah. Another strip branch mine. Okay. So again, the supplies I needed kind of tucked out of the way so they weren't necessarily visible. And then the last thing I did is I decided to, this took like forever. So again, I did it in survival. I decided to create one of Ethos projects, and it's an automatic potion generator. So you just come in here and activate whichever items you would want. So you can see here that I need the little light stone dust, and I've got little chests over here. So I've got, you know, a whole ton of fire resistance, which comes in real helpful for working in the Nether, and some leftover awkward potions or mundane potions, endless water supply. You know, you hit this lever and it brews out whatever you need. So you'll see here, this is automatic. Every potion you could ever want has to have nether wart, so that's an automatic. Then you come in here and you just turn on whatever ingredient your little potion needs, and if I come up here, there you go. There it is, right there. And you can kind of get at what you need to get at. You see that? And all your finished potions will appear down here when it's done brewing. Okay. Again, it took forever, and I believe over here in the corner I've got a little pressure plate that will give me access to all the redstone that goes into this. And again, this is not my design. This is way beyond me as far as redstone is going. You know, I can follow a tutorial. That's easy enough. He's got little note blocks in here so that when it's actually done the brewing, it plays a little tune to let you know he's done, which is awesome because I can be elsewhere in my base and hear it when it happens. So then I'll come back out here and let's see, we'll come over here. I can either climb the vines, which is one reason I put the vines in, or I just cut a hole in here. And I believe, yeah, you know what? There's nothing down there. It's just so here's where we came in. So if we were to keep coming, I have my little bedroom over here, my little smelterama over here, and this is my little water lava storage area. And I don't believe this is a smart method. This is, I have to manually come in and put stuff in there. I just didn't have the resources or the time to want to actually use hoppers to make the stuff go where it was supposed to go. That was a little nuts. If I come up high to the next level, I've got a little potato farm with a little section over here so that I can instantly cook the potatoes. Carrot farm. This is my enchantment room with, again, another little potion brewing setup. And over here, I've got an area where I contain all the books that I've been able to enchant. So, you know, and then these are the super powerful ones that give you multiple goodies, and then I can pick whichever one. Like, you know, really good. You know, see that? Look at how good this one is. I mean, we've got Strider 3 or Infinity one. That's awesome. So they're there when I need them. And then if I keep going up, we're going to come into the bottom of the dome. So it's kind of hard to see here because it's got the tree farm in it, but this is the dome. You know, I've got wheat around the edges. I've got sugar cane. Again, it serves two purposes. It's a farm, and then it also looks good. And then this is something incredibly wild, and it's only happened in this build. I've created these doorways, and there's like 5 of them, I think. But for some reason, the squid happen to fall in here, and when they do, I get the ink sacs. And so that time around it was just 2, but I've come up here and I've had like 15, 18, 20 different ink sacs, so I thought that was kind of cool. Another way of doing the recessed lighting around these trees, because again, they need to have light to grow, right? Or they grow faster with the light. And then down here is another one of these hallways. You know, this dome was close to a massive hill that it just dug into, and you can hear what's coming up here. This is a neat trick that I saw Ethan use. It's just a piston, and under the piston is a light source. I think it's another jack. But over here, you've got all 16 colors of sheep using fence with carpet on top. I can hop in there when I want. I can hop out. They can't. Each of these boxes has whatever colors I need. There's shears. I can grab as much as I want. Everything's color-coded. Down at the end, I've got even larger breeding areas. I think there's 3, right? Because I can use this as a breeding area, or the back area as a breeding area for when I want, you know, a lot of one particular color. So that's kind of cool. Across the way, also color-coded, are my other animals. So I've got cows, pigs, chickens, and one of the new animals, the rabbits. On this particular cage, I ended up having to put the fence in here because if you're holding a carrot, they will jump so high that they can actually get in here. Oh, that's interesting. I fell through. That was weird. And then my little area. So I got to be careful that I'm not down here with a carrot, or else they go crazy. But again, this is coming in real handy. And they're out of the way so that you know, I don't have to deal with, you know, listening to them. Got a few furnaces in here so I can cook the meat while I'm harvesting as well. And then where's it? Heading back down this way. Again, you'll see tree farm over here. This is birch this time around. And then over here, it's just another type of a farm. These are supposed to be, and I think I'm missing one. Yeah, I think there's 4 tall flowers. So these are neat. You just come up to one of these with bone meal, start right-clicking, and out shoots more of these flowers. So that's kind of cool too. And then I've got all the sugar cane, vines, cocoa, you know, cactus, all that stuff. So that's great too. And then the end of this is something else that's kind of wild. This is a dark mop system. So you can see all the spawning threads. And I actually have a little thing that walks all the way around, so you can actually see this. I don't believe I have multiple levels in this one. I think it's just this level. You know, they fall into these water channels. The water pushes them. And actually, it pushes them over here. And then it's kind of hard to see. What happens here is they push in, and then they go up the water elevator, move over, and fall down. And this is almost a one-hit kill. I tweaked it a little bit because I want to have it for XP. You see that? But again, the hoppers will collect all the goodies that happen. No. Oh, well, that's an easy way to get them. It actually helps to show that they don't do quite as much damage. And the creeper explosion himself didn't do any damage. But all of the drops collect in here, and then I've got a series of chests over here that I can actually move all the stuff into. And then over here I've got, I hit this lever and it turns on lighting down here. Actually, I don't plan on using this right now, so I can show it to you. I can come back out, and if I come back over here, you'll see that now the entire thing's lit up. So now nothing's going to spawn. It's totally lit up. This is great if I need to come in here and do maintenance work or something like that. And I just have to come out and turn this off. It's kind of screwy because I needed villagers, so I made additions over here, this whole monstrosity of glass right here, just so that if a zombie villager popped in, I could actually come in here, lure him in, and then run down here, and then over here there was a section where, where was it? Where was it? Right here. Where I could run in. I had to be careful. He would run in, he would drop this down. He would drop down into a little water trap, which was actually kind of in the village area, but it's blocked off so you can't get out and attack the villagers. Then I could go down there with my golden apple and, was it a harming potion? Or health potion, whatever it was, and cure him, create my villagers that way, so that's how I got the villagers. And then if I came over here, this goes up to that above ground structure that we saw. Right here. Okay. And again, there's the pillar I was standing on at the start of the episode. And there's the beacon. So you see how all that works. Now I don't want to get attacked, so you stay there. This is the top of that water elevator. So all those guys come up and then they fall and they get quite damaged. Almost a one-hit. It's actually a one-hit stone sword kill is what I was doing because, again, I'm using it for XP. But now we're at 22 minutes, which is awesome. So you got to see this base. But now what we're going to do is head back down to the Nether so that you can see what we're planning to do for the new series of videos. Okay, so we will head back. So really, I mean, what did I just show you? Five different underwater scenarios that I have to play around with. So I've gotten to be quite good at playing in the water. And like I said, I want to do this to both document that I have done this and show you guys how to do it as well. So what I want to do here is I'm going to grab this guy because I've discovered he's actually pretty darn fast. He's probably not the fastest guy, but he's not bad. So we will use him. Why I like horses also is that it also doesn't use up your health bar. You know, he's not super fast. He's a lot faster than the other guy. I actually swapped the armor around. I had the diamond armor on the other guy. And again, I found them in the different temples. Now, this and what we're coming up to, it's all part of the same Nether temple, Nether fortress, and it's the that's the public. So, I mean, look at this. It goes all the way down here. It goes all the way. I mean, this is a huge temple. And then, you know, there are 3 other temples that I came across that are, you know, each kind of different. But this is going to be the way that we will go to get from my old territory to my new territory. So all I had done, again, I did this all in survival. Stone pickaxe, just dug out 3x3 area, so you can see it's, you know, horse friendly. And in this world, that's what I was striving to do. Was the kids found horses almost immediately in this world, so you know, that kind of told us, okay, well now we know what we want to do. We want everything we built. So everything I built, everything they built, had to be horse friendly. So that's what I decided to do. You know, and eventually we're going to make this all pretty and stuff. But this is just the down and dirty, quick way to get here. And you can see that, you know, we're traveling quite a distance here. And if you've been playing Minecraft for a little while, you should know that, you know, when you're in the Nether, every one block that you travel in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. So, you know, so like, let's look right here. This little area that's outside is what, 1, 2, 3, like, let's say it's 6, let's say it's 8. I know it's more than that. But let's just say this little section is 8 blocks. Traveling from here to here, we've just traveled 80 blocks in the overworld. So you can see we're traveling a fair distance in the Nether, which is telling us that you know, where we're going is quite a distance away from anything in the overworld. I went scouting around for guardian temples, and I found one, but then I saw a boat sitting in the water, which meant somebody else had been there. And I remembered that one of my students told me they found a temple and they wanted to claim it. I said, that's fine. So I saw this boat, and I'm like, I wonder if that's his. So I went and looked up the message, and sure enough, the coordinates were his. So I took a swim down to check things out, and you know, from the wiki, you'll find out that not every guardian temple has sponges, and you're really going to need sponges in order to tame a temple. And it turned out that his doesn't have sponges. I mean, I searched that entire fortress. I even went into the new game mode, which is game mode 3. They call it spectator mode, and this is kind of wild. You can literally go inside walls and see all the stuff that's going on. And I use that game mode to look around inside of the temple to see if I could find sponge. There was no sponge. And then the last thing I wanted to say is that we have a game rule. I'm actually going to change it right now. Game rule, keep inventory, and I am going to turn it off. So if I die, everything I'm holding will drop. So now we are officially hard survival. And other than the fact that if something, the creeper blows up, it will not continue, it will not do damage. I'm not too worried about keeping that on for the kids and the users on the server, because you're going to discover we don't have creepers in this temple. We don't have anything that blows up. We don't have ghasts or things like that. So I can leave that one turned on and it won't affect us. I do want to just kind of come up here, because we're getting close to the end of this episode. I just want to throw away this and this, and again, to show you we are completely empty-handed. I did get ready to start this series of episodes by doing, you know, the digging out here. I created this portal. We're going to come through the portal. It actually will drop us off into a cave. Create a little bedroom here. I just dug out the area in survival. I did not mine anything yet, so all this stuff is going to come in incredibly handy in the beginning. You'll see that it kind of goes down this way, and there's some more goodies down there that we can explore. I don't know if this is a never-ending cave. Yeah, I tried to light it up to a certain extent, but I can't remember if I had gone all the way down, so we'll have to see. I actually came across this company quite a while ago, but this will help us get started. One thing we are definitely going to need, which I don't have any of right now, is wood. So we're going to need that. But anyways, I actually have 2 beds. I have this bed, and I have the bed that I spawned in when I guide. And that is up at the top of this. You can actually see the netherrack up there. This is a little area of water I came across. So, you know, I noticed some iron and stuff like that. So that's something special right there. But if I come all the way up, again, I just use stuff that I had. Whoops. I had to go back and get some netherrack. And there she be. There's the bed I spawned at. Okay? And, I mean, if you look around, I think I'm in max... Yeah, I'm in max render distance. And here's our temple. Yeah. There's nothing around. So we may need to travel backwards a little bit to get some wood. We don't even have wood to make a boat. So I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll swim. But we're at 31 minutes. I'm going to swim over here. We are so not ready for this yet. But like I said, we're going to do this frugally. So this is an awesome temple. I scouted it out. There are sponges, so we'll have those. The area under it is actually better than that other temple that I showed you. It's all fairly flat, and it's so hard to see. Actually, the best, as we get closer, hopefully it'll be a little easier to see. You can kind of see it's relatively flat, and you can see all the pillars that are down there. And I'm surprised we haven't gotten attacked. There's a guardian at the very top. Yes. Oh, there it goes. We'll talk about what just happened in the next episode. But, you know, this guy will kill me. But you can see this guy is also pretty close to the surface. I'm almost wondering if I can stand on here and breathe. Nope. So it looks like it's 2 blocks below the surface, just like the other one I found. This guy is going to try to kill me, and I am going to deny you. Okay. And, oh, now they're double teaming. Oh, that one guy looked like he was coming from above. Yeah, he killed me. Alright, so when I hit respawn, it's going to bring me back here, because this is the last place I slept. And again, where is it? It is... I thought it was out there. I thought it was out there, isn't it? Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So, yes, so that is what I want to conquer. I want to tame that guy and turn it into super base. It will have all the cool bells and whistles, but we're going to do it frugally. Alright? And we're also going to do it entirely on camera. Alright, I'll use speed ups when I have to, just to kind of, you know, get past the boring parts. There's going to be a ton of water we're going to have to get rid of, and you don't want to watch me do that. Part of me hates the YouTubers when they just kind of, you know, they go to a different cut, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff is done. And it's like, okay, how'd you do that? You know, I mean, because honestly, you know, they say they did it all, and you know, maybe you want to believe them, but I mean, these guys are full-time YouTubers. It's their job. They need to put out X number of, you know, Minecraft videos, as well as all the other game videos that they do, the modded Minecraft videos they do. You know, they're coming out with one video a day, sometimes 2 videos a day. And honestly, I really, you know, it's like I think they're cheating a little bit. I think certain aspects, they have to be going into creative. They're using mods or world edit or something just to speed up the process. I don't like that. I mean, I want you guys to be able to play this game the way I play this game. You know, you don't have to spend money on mods. You don't have to deal with a mod working or not working because of whatever version of Minecraft you're running. And you should be able to do everything they do yourself. So that's my goal. I want you guys to see that all this stuff is possible. We just got to take the time to do it. All right? Okay, so in our next video, this was 3 videos as a welcome back, really. But then I really want us to start playing again. Okay? And I think we can start that next time. All right, guys, this is Dottering. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.